Welcome to WTNB Football Friday. I'm your host, Brian Russell, alongside Chris Woods and Danny Bradley. And gentlemen, another good week of high school football.
Great week of high school football. And it's finally getting cooler weather, so it felt like football.
Yeah, tonight was actually the first night it felt like. You had a long sleeve shirt on, you were worried you're going to be hot, but perfect.
Yeah, no, I could have used a sweater out there tonight.
Little rain in the area, but that kind of cleared out about halftime, so made it nice. We were at the Cleveland East Hamilton ball game. We were also at the Ottawa and Bradley game. I'll tell you what, right off the bat, why don't we go to the WTNB Football Friday scoreboard and look at the scores for this week. And then you'll see, presented by Ed Jacobson Associates, Ottawa all over Bradley Central, 38-0. East Hamilton goes to Cleveland, and Cleveland pulls up, I think it's safe to say, guys, the upset, 16-14. Cookeville goes to Ray County, and Danny's prediction of Ray County staying undefeated looks good. They came back and scored a touchdown, I believe, on the last play of the game, 28-27 Ray County. TCPS, the first varsity football game, goes up to Copper Basin, and they drop a tough one, 46-7. We'll have those highlights in a little coming up. McMinn County goes to Soddy Daisy and gets a win, 37-34.
McMinn Central, 41, winning at Sweetwater, 14. And then I guess we could call it the powerhouse game of the week.
Yep.
Baylor 9, Macaulay 35.
Yeah, so there's the scores for your Week 4, presented by Ed Jacobson Associates. It is Week 4, correct? Week 4, Week 5. I can't keep up.
Week 0,
yeah.
Right.
So, but yeah, talking about that Macaulay game real fast, and we won't spend a whole lot of time on it. The first win against Baylor in a couple of years, and that was for first place. Both of those teams were ranked 1-2.
Both teams undefeated, and
right.
What I understand, they had a nice crowd over there on hand for the battle of the unbeatens tonight.
Yeah. Well, hey, give us a call. The phone lines are open, 478-8892. Give us a call. We'll talk football with you guys. I tell you what, we'll go ahead and take a short break, and when we come back, we'll get into our first highlights of the week and talk about some local games. So stay with us on WTNB Football Friday.
My name is Dr. Chris Palmer, and I think we at Tennessee Valley Bone and Joint stack up very well to the things that you would otherwise have to travel maybe to Knoxville or Chattanooga or even to Atlanta to get that same good combination of training and experience.
Cleveland Tire Center is ready to help you in any way that it can. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturday until 1 p.m. We know how to get the job done, and we know how to make sure that you get the service you deserve.
For over 25 years, Ed Jacobson Associates has been treating each of our clients like business partners. Finding the right insurance for your employees shouldn't be that complicated or expensive. Receiving quality financial advice for you and your business should be even easier. We treat each client with respect and integrity and handle your situation as if it was our own. Call me today for your own free consultation.
I'm Dr. Ricky Hutchison with Tennessee Valley Bone and Joint. Our hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 or 6. We run a free sports medicine clinic on Saturdays. We want people to know that Tennessee Valley Bone and Joint is here for them because you're part of our family.
Marco's Pizza. Easily located at 143 Stewart Road Northeast, open Sunday to Wednesday from 11 to 10 and Thursday to Saturday from 11 to 11, Marco's Pizza is your top choice for delivery and takeout in Cleveland. Call or order online today at 423-476-5551 and enjoy the rich authenticity that Marco's has been providing to customers for years. Marco's Pizza, authentic Italian pizza.
Welcome back to WTNB Football Friday. Brian Russell alongside Chris Woods and Danny Bradley. And Chris reminded me as we went to break, I said week 4. It's actually week 6. My bad. Sorry, I apologize.
Week 6 counting week 0.
There you go. There you go. Let's go back to the Ed Jacobs and Associates scoreboard real quick and give you those scores one more time.
Ooltewah 38 to stay unbeaten tonight at Bradley Central. East Hamilton 14, Cleveland 16. I know Cleveland gets a big win there. Cookeville 27, Ray County 28. Oh, and we got a caller.
Where's that?
Thank you for calling WTNB Football Friday.
You're not on air yet?
Yeah, we're on the air.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good, how are you?
I'm actually happy it's done.
Yeah.
Hey, you got the game ball tonight, didn't you?
Yes, I did, and that's another thing I'm happy about. There's about 26 players signed in, and I appreciate that very much.
You look pretty good out there. I was there the first half and saw the certificate and stuff you got, and then heard afterwards because I went over to the Bradley Ooltewah second half and heard that after the fact that you got the game ball.
Yeah, that was I wasn't expecting that, to be honest with you. But anyway, there's 26 players signed in, and I'm gonna cherish it the rest of my life.
Well, that's great.
And but the game tonight, it wasn't an impressive win, but it was a win. And I think Saudi Daisy lost, so that helped Cleveland really.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say, I don't think after watching the Cleveland game last week, anybody would have thought that they were going to beat East Hamilton. And looks like the Raiders came out very inspired tonight and played some inspired football.
Well, Bunyan wasn't playing. He didn't suit up.
Right, and then Parker went out with an injury, correct?
He had a broken toe.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah, well, that's a continuation. I mean, he broke his toe a few weeks ago. That's, tell you what, a freshman, I saw him get at Romeo, got in and got some good, decent playing time, and that might be the best thing Cleveland has is a freshman running back that can give them 4 good years.
Yeah. But guys, I think Cleveland's trying to make me an old man because, but anyway, they did win tonight. It wasn't a pretty win, but it was a win. And anyway, I do appreciate you and Chris and Brian and Danny, and you are good guys.
Well,
Thanks.
Well, thanks, boy. We appreciate you.
And we want to tell you, congratulations again for your honor you received tonight.
Yeah, it's like I say, I'll have to show it to you guys one of these times. It's a pretty football, and it's supposed to be by the NFL, but I don't know. But it's pretty football, and I'm gonna cherish it.
How many years now? 40 years?
40.
40 years without missing a Cleveland road or home game.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
Impressive.
I think you deserve a jersey too.
Well, they actually gave me a jersey. You want me to tell you that real fast?
Yeah.
well.
Sure.
Okay, I actually went over and I actually had a green shirt on. And the athletic director said you could not wear that on the field because this East Hampton they are actually dressed in green. So he actually gave me a Cleveland sweatshirt.
Well, that's nice.
Hey, well, congratulations again, okay?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I appreciate it,
All
both.
right.
Looks like we
Thank
might
you.
have another caller calling in.
Thank you for calling WTNB Football Friday.
You know who this is?
Nope.
You saw me at the Bradley game.
No idea. It's coming. I've lost it. Who is it?
He's Walker Valley's biggest fan. Walker Valley's
Brett.
biggest fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to your Walker Valley stuff tonight?
No, I had to leave early at halftime.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't miss much.
That team kicked a field goal. They went up 24-0.
Yeah.
52-yard field goal.
52 yards, yep.
Well, before the end of the weekend, it'll probably be a 65-yarder.
I like the new background. I like the new background behind y'all.
Oh, appreciate it, Brett. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, my belt hopefully is not shining too much.
You put that down.
I'm surprised he actually made it
I
10
tried,
minutes
I
into the
tried,
show
I tried.
before he pulled it out. I'm
He's
surprised.
not, you can't touch it yet. You're not crowned the champion yet.
Well, Brett, it was good to see you tonight, buddy.
Yeah. I saw Danny at the game last. I saw Danny at the game last week.
Yeah, I know. He's the one that sent me the picture of you in the Walker Valley stuff, and I'm keeping that for blackmail.
That's short.
Yeah, did you tell your friends about that?
No.
Well, it's too late now, man. Everybody at Bradley now knows you had Walker Valley on last week.
I'm going with Tennessee winning tomorrow.
Okay, that's a good pick.
Ooh.
Good pick.
Hey, you know that helmet sitting right beside Chris?
Yeah.
Which one?
Which
This one?
This one?
No, the other one beside you.
This one right here?
Yeah, it's turning this way. The blue one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right here. It's turning this way, right here.
Yeah.
Guess what?
What?
You know, we play Cleveland next week.
I do. Big game.
Guess what?
What?
I hope Bullet, the guy that called in,
Yeah.
called in just now.
Yep.
before me,
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be happy.
Yeah. It'll be a good game.
Guess what?
What?
I'm picking Cleveland.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, you just made everybody at Bradley mad at you, Brett.
No. They had a big win. Hey, they had a big win tonight.
Yeah, they did. They did. Well, hey, we got another call coming in, so.
All right.
All right, appreciate it, buddy.
Take care, Brett.
Thanks. Bye.
Oh, the other caller dropped.
They hung up. So, yeah, big game next week, Bradley Cleveland. We'll get into that a little later. Tell you what, let's go ahead and jump into our first highlight package of the night, and that was TCPS playing their first ever varsity game at Copper Basin. So let's go to the highlights now, if we can go ahead and roll those. And you see up there at Cougar Stadium up there in Copper Basin, you see the players going through their pregame warm-ups. And TCPS was definitely ready. Copper Basin, not a bad team. Number 10, I believe, in 1A in the district, or in the state, I should say. And there you see the coaches trying to get the players fired up. Again, this was TCPS's first ever varsity football game. And I believe this was on Thursday night. And there you see Copper Basin coming out.
One of the players got blinded there by the
Yeah. And Copper Basin, or TCPS, would go ahead and kick off, and number 31 for Copper Basin would have a nice return out to around midfield. And Copper Basin's actually going to go in and score on their first drive. There's number 19 for Copper Basin. He's going to go ahead and make it 6-0, and I apologize, we don't have a roster for Copper Basin, so we don't have any of their names. But they would miss the extra point, as you'll see right here. And they're up 6-0. TCPS would get ready to go on offense for the first time.
Our coach trying to motivate the players there.
Yeah.
Obviously, probably not a lot of motivation needed for your first varsity game as a program.
No, TCPS would go 3 and out, and then Copper Basin would score again, make it 12-0, another missed extra point. But right here, TCPS gets it going, and that's number 5.
Zadarius Williams.
Yeah.
We talked about him last week, making some big plays.
And, man, did he make another one right here. 80-yard touchdown run.
To the house.
Yep. Cuts the lead to 12-7.
I like those helmets. I like those.
And then Copper Basin attack on another touchdown, 21 seconds. And there's the minibus.
Oh, there's
Number
my favorite
30.
player, Jordan Elam.
Jordan Elam, the minibus, as I like to call him.
You can't stop
big
him.
guy.
You can only hope to contain him.
That's right. Copper Basin again, 19 all night long. Was very hard to stop. And then Copper Basin would go ahead and take it in again, and they would be up at this point pretty big here in the third quarter, 27-7. But hey, let's give TCPS credit. They did not quit.
Yep, and they did a good job trying to fight back. And of course, their first varsity game. They've been in the program now for 2 years, so great job.
That's Deion Sanders there. I kid you not.
No,
Yeah, it actually is. I thought you were trying to get it.
Remember last week when he took the one? So
Yeah, and that's Rashad Marshall there.
Yeah.
Making some big plays, cutting back across the field for the good run.
Yeah. And then, unfortunately, they'd have to punt, and Copper Basin would get it in again, number 44, taking it in, and that would be 33-7. You say 8:30 left in the third quarter. And TCPS getting some instructions. Copper Basin, again, gets the ball back. But there's a big fumble, and there's a recovery by number 34 for TCPS, and unfortunately, we don't have a 34 on our roster. So a great hit and fumble recovery. Warren Chris.
That's Rashad Marshall again. But these guys, especially the more we see their offense too on film, they look really fast on film. Obviously, we know Jordan's the physical back, but it looks like they have some playmakers out there too.
Yeah.
well, the thing is too, you can tell they're having fun. Obviously you want to win, and that's what they're out there for. But you can tell they're enjoying themselves. So
yeah, you see there, Parker Benton completed pass to Rashad Marshall.
Yeah, he took a big hit right there.
A little flare out to the outside, no good.
And then Copper Basin would get the ball back, and number 1 would go ahead and take it in for a touchdown. I believe that's the final. I think Copper Basin would score one more time.
Yeah, I think the challenge that they're going to have right now is probably has to do with their depth compared to some of the other programs.
Right, and the final was 46-7. Let's listen to Coach McKenzie.
Copper Basin's a tough team. I think they're ranked number 10 in the state in 1A, so they're no joke. And I'm pleased with the way the kids came out and they didn't give up. We scored our first touchdown in school history tonight, and I think it was the first quarter. So we've got a lot to build on, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. The kids played hard. They put their heart into the game tonight, and I know I made some mistakes, made some bad calls, and put them in a bad situation, but they never quit, and I'm so proud of them for that.
Who's on top? Pause. Who's on top? Pause. Feels good. Feels good. 1, 2, 3. Pause.
Okay, now that might be a first for me. Don't know if you noticed that, but I would swear that the goalposts were concrete. Did you notice
I
that?
didn't notice that.
We have a caller before we move on to talk about the game. Welcome to WTNB Football Friday. You're on the air.
Yeah, man, this is Smitty from Ray County.
Hey, Smitty. How's it
Smitty.
going?
There.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Big win for you guys tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. Big win tonight, man. I would just like to make a couple of comments. Go Ray County Golden Eagles, and tomorrow, go Big Orange.
Big are
Big
you?
Orange. Big game tomorrow for the Vols.
Yep. Are you?
Yes, sir. So what do you think the chances are for the Big Orange tomorrow against Florida?
I think it's their best chance that they've had in a couple of years. I mean, I have a hard time not seeing Tennessee get done tomorrow. I think they're going to get done.
Well, I'll be at the game. I'll be at the game tomorrow, and I'll be there about 6 o'clock, man. And go Big Orange.
All right. Well,
And
hey.
go Ray County, go the Eagles.
Congratulations.
So quick question for you. Can you tell us the last play of the game? What happened and what were your feelings?
Yeah, 1 second left. Yeah, that's what I was screaming on my couch, man. I was screaming on my couch. I didn't win the game tonight, but that was the biggest win that I could remember. And I graduated from Ray County in '81, and I was tore up, man. I was tore up.
Well, great. Well, congratulations.
All right, man. Appreciate it, guys.
Hey, appreciate the phone call. Keep watching. Keep calling in.
We'll do every Friday, man. I appreciate you guys.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
All right. Bye.
Undefeated Ray County Eagles against undefeated what was it, Cookeville tonight?
Yeah, Cookeville.
And we saw Cookeville earlier in the year just really take it to Cleveland. A lot of people picking Cookeville in that ball game, but Ray County getting it done at home, and that's the reason they're the defending district champs and only one
Remember
loss.
when we sat here last week when we were making our picks, I had some hesitancy on picking Ray County because we saw Cookeville play.
Yep.
And the only reason I didn't pick it is because Cleveland didn't have a better record, remember?
I had no hesitancy
We'll get to
whatsoever.
that. We'll get to that.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to find a place for it.
If Ray County keeps this up, they might take over Walker Valley's moniker of the Cardiac Kids if they keep up these last-second wins.
This tonight, wow, 1 second.
1 second, last
game,
play of the game.
And to come back and to take it like that. I mean,
1 point.
So is that considered a walk-off touchdown since we're in the middle of baseball playoff mode? I had to get that. All right, so anyway, real quick, getting back to the TCPS game. You heard Coach McKenzie there in the highlight. He admitted that maybe he made some mistakes coaching tonight, but very proud of the kids and their effort and not quitting. And I think, like you guys mentioned, they just need to build up a little depth, and that's going to take time.
Yeah, it will, and I mean the conditioning. To me, it looks like that the conditioning is there.
Right.
And that's a sign of a good coach putting it on his shoulders tonight in a ball game where, I mean, let's be honest, Copper Basin, they've been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Yes, they outmanned TCP, but TCP, they never gave up. Never gave up, never gave in, and, did the best that they could. This is something you're going to have to learn from and grow.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think, it may go down as a loss, for the record when they look back at it, but this is an important step for this program, the first varsity game for TCPS. So, I mean, it's something that they should all be proud of. Don't focus on the score, focus on the fact that you guys are now a varsity program. You're going to go on some rough times. There's some schools that have been around a long time that have taken it on the chin this year, so there's nothing to be ashamed about.
No.
So congratulations to the entire program and the staff.
Let's go ahead and take a break, and when we come back on WTNB Football Friday, we'll have either Bradley Ooltewah highlights or Cleveland East Hamilton. You're going to have to stick around and find out which.
The Flooring Center of Cleveland, Tennessee has been providing our community with personal service and competitive pricing for over 15 years. Carpet, hardwood, tile, ceramic, and vinyl options are all in stock with plenty of top quality brand names. From 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 2 on Saturday, our knowledgeable staff are here to help you with your flooring decisions. Come on down and visit our showroom today.
Hello, my name is Andy Figglestar with Ed Jacobson Associates. We are an employee benefit and insurance broker in business for the past 20 years. The new healthcare law, also known as Obamacare, has finally arrived. The new law is complex and choices are confusing. You have questions, we have the answers. It is our passion to find cost-effective solutions for every client. Let our knowledge, experience, and passion go to work for you. Contact us today and let us assist you through this process.
East West Media is not the area's largest billboard company. They do, however, have the area's best billboard locations and most creative advertising ideas. If you need new customers in Bradley, McMinn, or North Hamilton County, you should give them a call and talk about what is important to your business.
Companion Funeral and Cremation Service. A true single-family owned practice, Companion Funeral and Cremation Service offers options at half the price of other homes without a drop in service quality. Located on Georgetown Road, We're a neighbor that you know and a friend that you can trust. At Companion Funeral and Cremation Service, it's our family serving your family. We ensure that this is not just a day in your loved one's lifetime. It's a celebration of your loved one's lifetime in a single day.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave. That's what I'm talking about. That's a winner. He's the loser.
Welcome back to WTNB Football Friday. I'm your host, Brian Russell, alongside Chris Woods and Danny Bradley. Let's go to the WTNB Football Friday scoreboard. Once again, presented by Ed Jacobs and Associates. Thank you to them. You'll see Ooltewah at Bradley Central, shutting them out 38-0. East Hamilton takes one on the chin to Cleveland. They lose 16-14. Cookeville goes to Ray County, gets beat on the last play of the game. Ray County a 28-27 winner. Copper Basin over TCPS 46-7. McMinn County goes down to Soddy Daisy. A long trip for them tonight. They come away with the 37-34 victory. McMinn Central all over Sweetwater 41-14. And Baylor loses to McCully 35-9. That's the Ed Jacobs and Associates scoreboard. Thank you to them. Let's go ahead and get into our second highlight package of the night, and that was Ooltewah.
The Owls.
The Owls at the Bears.
Somebody we wanted to see play all year.
Yeah.
Too. We've talked about it on here. Danny Bradley has proclaimed Ray County and Ooltewah champions of the world.
He's already given them the state title. Yeah.
No, and it's great that they're doing so well. But we wanted to see what kind of team they had tonight.
Yeah.
At Bradley Central.
Yeah, none of us had seen them play, so let's go ahead. Well, I don't think any of us were disappointed in what we saw from the Ooltewah side. So let's go ahead and roll those highlights right now.
The Owls there coming out, and then the Bears taking their customary walk down the stairs. The Owls coming in undefeated, and every starter back on defense, plus more.
Those are good-looking uniforms Bradley has on.
Those guys can hit, that's for sure.
Yeah.
There's a downfield pass right there by Cole Copeland. Now, the Bears played well in the first quarter.
Yeah, Bradley had it working early on. They were going 3-4 wide, and Copeland was on fire early.
Little hurry-up offense. I love the no-huddle. He was hitting his receivers.
And he picked different receivers to hit. Carpenter and Clark, and kind of sharing the ball and tucking and running a little bit.
We know he can tuck and run, that's for sure.
Yeah, at this point, Chris, you and I were we thought Ooltewah was in a little bit of trouble, but you see there Cole throwing a pick right there in the end zone, unfortunate right there, and then Ooltewah would get the ball, and they would try to get something done. That's number 11, Rashawn Freeman. He is shifty.
Oh, yeah, he is. We saw a number of those tonight by the Ooltewah skilled players.
Nice break up there by the defensive back for Bradley.
I'll tell you what, Leon Kelvin, he's not the fastest guy, but he takes a few players to take down, too.
Yeah, he's alone. And there you see he gets Ooltewah on the board, 7-0 Owls.
And that's in the second quarter after there was no scoring.
Right, yeah.
We saw Christian Hamilton right there.
And Cole had a great night. He when he had time to throw, he was accurate. But let's give credit to Ooltewah's front four. They didn't give him a whole lot of time.
Yep. Well, and when they did give him time, they took the Bradley receiver out.
The missed field goal here.
Yeah, I believe somebody from Ooltewah may have gotten a hand on that, so they'll get the ball back and then they'll drive.
Yeah, and this is Anthony Turner. He's going to make a couple moves and then go upfield and gone. I could have sworn he stepped out of bounds. I think maybe some other people did too, but no replay in high school.
Yeah.
YAC, the yards after catch.
Yeah.
1 yard catch, 60-yard.
And there's Fruzens Kendricks for Ottawa. Good looking running back right there. He's a senior.
Yep, and here we go. Leon Kelvin again with the keeper. Yep. Right there, and that's going to put the Owls up 21-0. And remember, this was 0-0 at the end of the first quarter.
And the kicker who did a great job all night of putting the ball through the end.
Watch this right here. Doink, off the crossbar.
That is going to be the second consecutive time he hits the crossbar.
2 points for every time you do that.
Yeah.
Hey, we saw the WTNB staff on hand there at the game.
And then you see Leon Kelvin again, or Kelvin Leon hooking up there for the touchdown pass. And
right here, what you're going to see is a 52-yard field goal. And that's going to be by Laszlo Tossler, too.
And that would have been good from 60, by the way.
It would have been good. He had plenty of room. He may have had a little tailwind, but let's hear from the coach.
Covered things up pretty good, put some pressure on the quarterback. Offensively made big plays, were able to get out in space, make some things happen. Thought we was a little inconsistent in the first half of with some catches and things like that. But overall, it's a good win.
So there you see the Owls coming up with that big victory. In the first quarter, before you had got there, because you got there in the second half because you were at the Cleveland game. First quarter, you and I were wondering, what happened to this team that we had heard about from Ottawa. This is the same team that went up to Dobbins-Bennett last week and knocked them off. They didn't look that good in the first half. I don't know if it was nerves or just tightness or what.
I think Bradley really played well. Their offensive tempo was good in the first quarter. I mean, they had it going. They were moving the ball. Obviously, you saw the turnover down in the red zone. But they moved the ball consistently with, 5, 10, 15-yard passes, but they were downfield.
Right.
I think as we saw, and Danny can probably say in the second half, we saw a lot of the, the bubble screen passes. The 1-2 yard out passes that we expected,
Well, and Ottawa, really, you look at the entire, from the first half stats we saw in the first half and then the second half, there really weren't big plays to start. It was they produced big plays after the catch.
Right.
And Ottawa, great team blocking downfield. Not many penalties. I don't even remember a flag being thrown in the second half. I'm sure there were.
Yeah.
I just don't remember a flag being thrown.
Right.
But they're coached great team. They don't get many penalties, and they block phenomenally downfield.
Yeah.
You saw the backs coming out of the backfield, blocking 10, 12, 15 yards downfield, opening it up for the receivers, who then took it down the sideline several times. There's no telling how many yards they had down the sideline.
Yeah. Well, a couple of things I took away from watching Ottawa play tonight. Number one, they hit extremely hard on defense. Chris, you and I noticed that, especially in the first half. Yep. Some of the hits that they had on Bradley, their guys can just flat out hit. The second thing, I stood up there on the concourse as they were coming in. They are big. I'm not a small guy. I felt small watching them walk by, which maybe I'll just start hanging around the Ottawa football team and I'll feel skinnier and smaller. But they are a big football team, folks. But let's give credit to Bradley. Like you said, the first quarter, they had the right game plan. It's just after that first quarter, their front four started to get pressure on Cole.
Yeah, and as we talked about, the quarterback for Ottawa, too, hardly touched.
Yeah.
When he ran the ball, it's because he ran out of options in the passing
Right.
All right, he looked downfield, nobody was open. He'd slowly work his way around the corner, pick up 4 or 5 yards, and we saw him running in a couple times for touchdowns, too, in the first half. But really, we saw great blocking. Their defensive line was all over Cole Copeland. Like, he was running for his life at times.
Yeah. Cole after the first quarter didn't get much of a. After the first quarter, it didn't look like he had much of a chance to sit in the pocket
he didn't.
and go through his progressions and read. The second half, Ottawa snapped the ball. They're there.
Right, yeah. And you probably saw a completely different Cole Copeland, or at least the plays that were called when you got there in the second half. In the first half, or in the first quarter, you saw downfield.
Right.
5-10 yards downfield. In the second half, it was more the out passes to the receivers and counting on some blocking by the wide receivers out on the flat.
Well, Ottawa's got great team speed. They've got great team speed. So you're not going to be able to run wide on them. You better get up and down the field, north to south. Don't try to run east and west because they're going to track you down.
Those aren't skinny cornerbacks either.
No, they're
Those
big
could be
guys.
linebackers on a lot of teams.
Right.
And they lay the wood. I'm telling you, we saw some big hits out there. Like they were just daring Bradley to catch a few of those passes so they could just.
There's a couple times Bradley come across the middle, and I was worried that somebody was going to get laid out.
Oh,
so.
we
saw one or two.
We saw a few arms.
Little gator arms,
come back with drop passes for Bradley because they knew the hit was coming.
You know, the Owls, number 4 in the state, and now we see why. I mean, they're for real.
What do you think, and when I say this, I mean this in all seriousness, do you think there was any layover from Bradley after the emotional loss last week for the first time ever to Walker Valley, coming in and knowing that Ooltewah has already pitched, 3 shutouts this year? Excuse me. But then, you know, after that first quarter, it's like, gosh, you know, and then once Ooltewah started scoring, it almost looked like that Ooltewah took the emotion out of the ball game and just dominated that second half that I saw. First half. The second half.
I don't think it was a hangover. I think Bradley was ready to play. I just think they gave everything they had. Not everything they had in that first quarter, but they played as well as they possibly could be expected in that first quarter. Yeah. And then Ooltewah, just their size, their speed, just kind of took over that game.
Yeah, I think that was that interception. I think that was a big swing when they felt like they were playing an evenly matched game in that first quarter. So you never know. I mean, they score there, they go up in the game. You just kind of wonder what the game would have turned into.
I know we're going to talk about Cleveland and Cleveland and the Blue Raiders tonight playing East Hamilton. Next week's game, Bradley and Cleveland. What do you think about that one?
That's going to be a good one, and let's get into that a little later after we got our Cleveland highlights. But that's going to be
trying to get our predictions early.
Yeah, he's trying to get us to tip our hands. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and take a quick break, and when we come back, WTNB Football Friday, we'll go ahead and show you those Blue Raider highlights and get into our picks and our players of the week.
Oh, and one more thing. We're going to have our trivia contest coming up. So make sure you're by the phone, and we welcome any calls for any comments or discussion.
Get those fingers ready.
We'll be back on WTNB Football Friday.
Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time. Bradley Central, Walker Valley, Cleveland Blue, let's get it cracking.
Cleveland Tire Center is ready to help you in any way that it can. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturday until 1 p.m. We know how to get the job done, and we know how to make sure that you get the service you deserve.
Marco's Pizza, easily located at 143 Stewart Road Northeast, open Sunday to Wednesday from 11 to 10 and Thursday to Saturday from 11 to 11. Marco's Pizza is your top choice for delivery and takeout in Cleveland. Call or order online today at 423-476-5551 and enjoy the rich authenticity that Marco's has been providing to customers for years. Marco's Pizza, authentic Italian pizza.
I'm Dr. Ricky Hutchison with Tennessee Valley Bone and Joint. Our hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 or 6. We run a free sports medicine clinic on Saturdays. We want people to know that Tennessee Valley Bone and Joint is here for them because you're part of our family.
The Flooring Center of Cleveland, Tennessee has been providing our community with personal service and competitive pricing for over 15 years. Carpet, hardwood, tile, ceramic, and vinyl options are all in stock with plenty of top quality brand names. From 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 2 on Saturday, our knowledgeable staff are here to help you with your flooring decisions. Come on down and visit our showroom today.
should be eating tacos. At Monterey's! All you can eat chips and salsa! Mmm, salsa!
The salsa's too spicy.
It's not spicy enough! Daily specials! Delicious fajitas! Fresh cooked food! Family atmosphere! Family! 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 Yeah! Enjoy happy hour from 3 to close! You'll be so happy! Mmm, Monterey's! 'Cause I said so!
Welcome back to WTNB Football Friday. Brian Russell alongside Chris Woods and Danny Bradley. Football Friday presented to you by Linex. Want to thank them for coming on board. 1107 South Lee Highway. Give them a call, 559-2668 if you need any work done. I had my whole car Linex last week. I'm good to go now. I don't have to slow down. I can just run over everybody. Not going to leave a mark on my car. Ed Jacobs and Associates, thank you to them for presenting the scoreboard. They've been with us from the start. Cleveland Tire, thank you to them. The Florence Center, Logan Thompson Law Office, Companion Funeral Home, Kyle Motors, LED Gear, Tres Hermanos Mexican Restaurant, and then Marco's Pizza. So thank you very much to all our sponsors. Please get out there and support them. They're the reasons that we can do this show every Friday night and have fun.
And the website for Linex, too, is linexofclevelandtn.com.
So my big head's not blocking it this week.
I know.
They can read it. It's the glare. Oh,
well, we had to get a bigger and taller sign.
Yeah, so a big wow. Thank you. Hey, we're going to go right into our Cleveland highlights, but stick with us because right after the highlights are over, we're not taking another commercial break. We're going to go ahead and do the trivia. Then we've got our picks for next week. We're going to run down the district standings, the teams of each record, and then we're going to get into our players of the game. So probably no more breaks the rest of the show, so stay with us. Hope you use the bathroom on your break because you don't want to miss anything. So let's go ahead real quick. We're going to talk about Cleveland before we roll the highlights. Danny, you were there for the first half. Cleveland and East Hamilton, and like I said before, I don't think after watching Cleveland play last week, you and I were there, anybody could have predicted what was going to happen tonight over at Raider Field.
No, and had you told me that the number 1 and 2 running back wouldn't play the majority of the game and Cleveland pulled out a win, then I would definitely have picked East Hamilton.
And if you had told me Danny was going to choke through the whole show, I probably wouldn't have believed that either.
Yeah.
I mean, are you okay? Are we going to have to give you mouth-to-mouth?
No.
Okay, good, because I'm not doing it.
Just let me die.
You better get Jay or Josh better come in here because I draw the line. That is not in my contract.
Thing, right?
Yeah, that is not in my contract to do that.
So no, Cleveland tonight, it was a tale of two halves. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. First half, all Cleveland. Second half, all East Hamilton except at the very end.
So let's go ahead and roll those highlights and get right into those. There you go. Welcome to Cleveland High, home of the Blue Raiders.
The Raiders.
Raiders. And there you see the Hurricanes. Danny, you got to see them up close and personal earlier this year against Walker Valley.
A game just like this one, water all over the field and all over the tracks. So,
yeah.
Both times with East Hamilton, water has played a factor. Turnovers in both halves for both teams. You see East Hamilton getting ready there, and
oh, look at the
storm clouds have moved out.
Skies cleared up.
Well, they were over Bradley. They weren't over Cleveland.
Yeah. There's the rowdy student section. The Blue Raiders taking the field, pumped up. Chris, great point on no T.J. Parker and no Raekwon Bunyan tonight.
Well, T.J. did play the first half.
Right, yeah, I'm sorry.
Take the handoff here.
And he's taking it to the house.
And still, you know, you had to wonder how healed his toe was when he came back a little early.
Well, I'll tell you how healed it was. It wasn't healed. He played through as much pain as he possibly could take, and then in the second half,
great catch there.
What a catch, yep.
That's Eric Goodwin making the grab from Austin Massey.
Yeah, great catch by Goodwin.
Yeah, and then we see Eric Goodwin going for the TD.
So Cleveland would go up early, 7-0.
Back bump Austin Massey.
Yeah, I think you're going to lose that.
You're going to lose that battle.
Yeah.
Coach Crawford calling plays, Aaron.
He had to be a happy camper in that first half.
You've got to feel good about the good start.
Yeah, Massey.
TJ Parker, sorry, taking the handoff
No.
once again.
I was going to say, Massey doing a great job with the high snap, going up to get it. It's the advantage of having a tall quarterback. You see the Blue Raiders trying to figure out what they're going to do on the timeout.
Yeah, don't sweat the small stuff, coach.
And
No, that's a great Romeo Wackel.
Yep. That's a good-looking freshman running back for Cleveland right there. He's got a bright future.
That's good to see, Austin Massey hooking up with his wide receivers for the touchdowns, too.
Yeah. So there, and then East Hamilton would try to get something going. You see the pass right there. That's to number 5, I believe.
End around. In for the TD.
Did he hold on to it? Ref is going to say
Can I get replay?
yes. Cleveland would not challenge.
They lost the
Mainly
challenge, actually.
because they don't have instant replay. That's why they wouldn't challenge it. Coach Crawford, they're trying to
I
get
don't know who's the most intense, Coach Crawford or Coach Ryan from Walker Valley.
Yeah, they need to have a stare down one week. And there you go. That is number. Come on, slow down. Looks like number 45 for East Hamilton.
Yeah, good one. Tried to. It wasn't for lack of effort trying
Right.
to catch him there.
Brett Blanzett. Looks like he takes him.
16-14, Cleveland trying to get the ball down and
Oh!
my gosh.
almost picked off.
Yeah, that was 2:33 to go in the game, I think.
Yeah.
14-16. Big
So
miss
Cleveland
there.
calls a timeout on 4th, and whether to go for the field goal or try for the score, and pick up the first down.
Yeah,
Right.
and, right there you see Jacob Morris with the carry.
Right.
So East Hamilton with one gasp left.
That's Tracy Thompson.
The last play of the ball game is he takes it down. He gets pushed out. Well, no, that wasn't the last play of the game. Sorry, I guess we're one set ahead here.
Yeah. So you see Cleveland again driving, and this was why they were trying to salt the game away, trying to hold on that 16-14 lead. Maybe this is our last play of the game right here. Yep, here it is. And a lot of nervous Cleveland fans right here, especially if you're listening to it on the radio, because all you heard is the 50, the 40, the 30. Knocked out of bounds, and the Blue Raiders get the big win, 16-14 over East Hamilton. And let's go ahead and listen to what Coach Crawford has to say after the game.
We found a way to win, man. We knew it would be a battle. We're without, we're so short-handed. So a lot of guys with character fought. That's what we're finding. Some of these guys are going to get some out of this season. It's been disappointing this far, but to get a victory tonight in an important district game gives us a chance, keeps us in the race. Hey, shit, smile, we got to win.
So there you go.
Yeah, well, and a good win tonight
Yeah.
for Cleveland.
Yeah.
Tell you what it does two things. One, Cleveland is in the driver's seat, or at least shotgun. Ottawa is driving right now. Cleveland is in the shotgun side because of the loss earlier for Walker Valley losing to East Hamilton.
Yep.
So if Cleveland can run the table, Cleveland finished second in the division. Now, they still have a date 2 weeks from now with Walker Valley. Walker
That
Valley
will
still
probably
has
decide.
Ottawa left.
Yeah.
But what it does for East Hamilton now must win every single game they have remaining to even have a breath of a chance of making the playoffs this year after finishing, the top 10 last year.
Yeah.
So East Hamilton, not saying that they're completely done, but it's close.
Yeah. So congratulations to Coach Crawford and the Blue Raiders. A big win for them, and great, well deserved.
Yep.
So, Danny, why don't you go ahead and give our trivia question out there?
All right, Football Friday Trivia brought to you by Tres Hermanos Mexican Restaurant. Prize is a $25 gift certificate to Tres Hermanos Restaurant. What is Ottawa High School's longest winning streak? So for $25 gift certificate to Tres Hermanos, what is Ottawa, the Owls, what is their high school's longest football winning streak according to Max Preps? And no, you cannot win.
Don't say it.
Oh, I know. I didn't say it this
He
time.
said it. You
Don't
guys-
yell at me. He said it.
Every week.
Next week, we're going to let Chris do it because he's so perfect.
I'm actually going to call
he
in
doesn't
sick.
make a mistake.
I'm going to call in sick one day, and I'm actually going to call in just so I can win. the trivia contest.
We'll still know your voice. Nice try.
Trace Romano's.
So give us a call again, 478-8892. Give us the answer to that trivia question. Let's go ahead and why don't we get into our players of the week? Okay. Why don't we go ahead and do that? Why don't you throw those graphics up for us? And Jay, if you got it, we'll talk about our players of the week. Jay right now is panicking in the control room because he didn't know we did it. We didn't know we were right.
Player of the week.
Okay.
You're first.
I'm first. I get to go first this time? Wow, I always get yelled at because I always go first. Well, I'm going to take, no surprise, from Ottawa, the quarterback, number 15.
Kelvin Leon.
Thank you. I just wanted you to say it. Kelvin Leon. This is my player of the week. I believe he had 5 touchdowns, 3 passing, 2 running, I believe. Yep. So congratulations to him. He's my player of the week.
My player of the week, you guys know how I love special teams, 52-yard field goal for a high school kicker. What? Are you kidding me?
I love to say the name.
Laszlo Tosser.
Oh, I mean, what a great name.
Tosser. Yeah.
Who I found out tonight does have an offer, possibly, from MTSU. Looking at him.
Good for him. I mean, he's one heck of a kicker.
Yeah.
Kickoffs, hit the crossbar twice, 2 consecutive kickoffs. So, I mean, when the 52-yarder came up, both of us looked at each other. We were like, I think he can make this. And he probably could have made it from 60, to be honest.
I even joked around. I said, Ottawa may want to take a delay game penalty just to make this interesting. Yeah. And give credit to the Bradley PA announcer. He was funny, actually. Ottawa was down at the 20 at one point, and he was joking around saying, I don't think this is in his range, you know. So, but, yeah, congratulations to Laszlo Tosser. And then your player of the game?
Player of the game, running back, freshman running back, mind you, from Cleveland, Romeo Weichel, not just scoring a touchdown here in the first half tonight against East Hamilton, but with T.J. Parker and Raekwon Bunyan, that freshman's going to get some playing time as long as he can stay healthy. 4 years still, you know, this year included, but for Blue Raiders. But great job tonight. Did what he needed to do. Hold on to the ball a little bit tighter there in the second half, but did a great job. We saw the touchdown in the first half and second half. He picked up the slack. T.J. Parker went out with a broke toe again. Same broken toe. When you wonder on that pain index, you know, how much that really is affecting him week by week, how it's going to affect him 2 or 3 weeks down the road.
Right.
And then Raekwon Bunyan, like you said, did not play any of the game tonight.
Yep. Let's go ahead and talk about our picks for the week.
Again, give us a call real quick, 478-8892. Take a guess. If you don't know an answer, guess.
We're going to go ahead, and I'll go ahead and announce last week. So we see the picks up on the screen. Brian Russell, he goes 2-1 for the week.
Yep.
Danny Bradley, unfortunately, he goes 3-0 for the week.
Wow.
The belt stays home.
I went 2-1 also.
I can't believe I said this would be the only time he'd hold the belt was
we
last
just
week.
need to show Danny with the belt one time.
Yeah, just
one time.
Just one time. All right, get the camera off of him. That's enough.
Make us. Oh my gosh. This is horrible. You give these two a belt, and they're like little kids now.
I am. So let's get ahead next week's picks as Jay's yelling at us from off camera. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate it.
Too much fun this week. Yeah. He can't stand it.
He can't. Cleveland, Bradley. Chris, who you got?
Tie? I know. I go Cleveland.
Got one or the other. It's not that hard a choice.
I go Cleveland.
Okay, Cleveland.
I'm going with Cleveland.
You're going with Cleveland as well. Up until tonight, I would have taken Bradley. But after seeing Cleveland beat East Hamilton, I'm going to go Cleveland as well. Next game. Pay up there. Ottawa going up. Consecutive trips to Bradley County, visiting the Corral. And this is going to pain Danny because he's already said Ottawa's going undefeated. So, Danny?
So we're going to find out if you're picking your head or your heart.
Are you going to look like a liar on national television?
I said that would go undefeated until 1 week. This is the
I
week.
think you said till the playoffs.
Yeah, he did.
Playoffs?
Yeah.
Playoffs? So you're taking Walker Valley?
I've got to take the Mustangs at home, riding the winning streak, a year of first. Mustangs in a close one.
Chris?
seen both teams play. I've seen Walker Valley play quite a few times. I'm taking the Owls.
Yeah, I'm taking Ooltewah.
This is no knock
Hands down.
on Walker Valley.
It's not. It's just that I believe Ooltewah is that much better. East Hamilton, McMinn County. Chris?
McMinn County.
Danny?
East Hamilton.
He's got to pick East Hamilton.
McMinn County, big win at Soddy. Man, I want to pick McMinn County, but I'm going to go with the Hurricanes. East
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Guess who's getting the belt
Next
week?
game, third up. Soddy Daisy at Ray County. Chris?
Ray County.
Danny?
Not even close. Ray County.
Soddy's had a great year. Unfortunately, they get derailed next week. Ray County. So I believe that's all the games that we have, the pick right there. Let's go ahead and, Chris, why don't we go ahead and look at each of the local schools and what their overall record is and what they are in the district.
Yeah,
First up.
Bradley Central's sitting at 2-4 right now, 0-2 in the district. Their upcoming games, of course, the game next week, big game against Cleveland at home. Then we also, they go to McMinn County after that, and then also play at Soddy Daisy. So those aren't going to be two easy games. And then finish up at home against East Hamilton.
Yeah, there you see Cleveland. They are 3-4 overall, 2-1 in the district. They will be at Bradley next week, very short trip. Then they go, or no, I'm sorry, then they host Walker Valley at home. Then they're at Ooltewah. And I think for the second straight year, they're going to be on a bye in the final week of the season.
And they may be sitting pretty at the end of the year on that bye, too.
Walker Valley, you'll see they will host Ooltewah next week. Then they go at Cleveland, at McMinn County, a place where they've never won. And then they'll host Soddy. They are 4-2 overall, 1-1 in the district.
I think the good thing for them, too, Danny, is that they have the two toughest games at home.
Yeah, they go two remaining games, especially Ooltewah.
Ooltewah, they play next week at Walker Valley. Huge game, especially for Danny Bradley. He's going to be on pins and needles. Then they're going to have a week off before they prepare for Cleveland at home and then also McMinn County at home.
10-0. Easy. I'm jumping on the Ooltewah bandwagon. Ray County, 6-0 overall, 3-0 in the district. They will host Soddy next week. They'll get the win, 7-0. Then they host Warren County. Then they're at East Hamilton, probably one of their toughest tests of the year. And then they'll host Stone Memorial. Throw up 4 more wins for the Golden Eagles. They'll also finish 10-0.
You know, by the time Ray County gets to East Hamilton will be working on their 4th or 5th quarterback. I don't think it'll be much of a game by that time.
Yeah. Once again, let's run down our sponsors real quick. You see we're sponsored by LineX. Thank you very much to them. Again, 1107 South Lee Highway. Our scoreboard presented to you, as always, by Ed Jacobson Associates. Cleveland Tire, thank you to them. The Florence Center, Logan Thompson Law Office, Companion Funeral Home, Kyle Motors, LED Gear, Trace Hermanos Restaurant, and Marco's Pizza.
Oh
my gosh.
Just have a few more minutes.
Yeah.
You want to talk about college?
College?
real quick?
Let's talk about college.
Big games this week, of course, locally. I'm going to talk real fast. We got Tennessee and Florida.
Yep.
Ole Miss hosting Alabama.
Who do you
Ole
like,
Miss.
Tennessee or Florida?
No, Florida. I like Florida.
Volunteers.
I like Florida. There's no way.
Volunteers.
I think Tennessee's doing a great job, but unless Florida turns the ball over 6 times, Florida's going.
Alabama, Ole Miss.
Ole
I don't even
Miss.
need to ask you.
Oh, Alabama.
Alabama's
going to win by 28 points.
Bo Wallace throws 5 interceptions. Rebels get hammered.
Pitt.
That's the reason this
Pitt
belt
plays
is over
at
here.
Virginia.
Pitt plays
tomorrow.
at Virginia. Go Chad Wojtek.
So, of course, we're rooting for Chad Wojtek.
Yep.
Play a tough game at Virginia.
Pitt.
Pitt?
Pitt.
Oh, okay.
Say it.
I'll go with Pitt.
Yeah. Got him to finally pick a Pittsburgh team.
NFL games. We got like 40 seconds left. Go, go, go. The Lions are 3-1. One of my teams finally winning.
Steelers will keep Jacksonville winless.
And Eli Manning will continue on his run since they've opened up the offense.
WTNB Football Friday, Week 6. Got it right that time. In the books. Join us next week, Week 7. Bradley, Cleveland highlights. Walker Valley, Ooltewah. Brian Russell, Chris Woods, Danny Bradley. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you to all our sponsors. See you next week.
Here, go polish this now.
LineX.